I want your cigarette in my mouth. I want to stand outside the Mercury Cafe and protest because they won't pay the living wage. I want to hold your hand and scream at oncoming city trucks. I want to hold your hand and scream at the road. I want to hold your hand and scream our way into the heart of the sun. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for Funky Train? Woo! Yes, are you ready for Funky Train? No, you're not, because blood has not been spilled on this stage. Please welcome to the stage your sacrificial poet, Carlos!
What's up, guys? I didn't know this wasn't an open mic, but I got the sacrificial slot, so I'm ready to
Very open vibes.
spill some blood.
Blood for the blood god!
This one's called Prophet in the Closet. What's a prophet to do when he shut himself in the dark? Could he speak his truth by setting up in Wash Park? Could he spit his gospel on stage at Meadow Lark? Maybe pull some strange attention at the Sheba Hut bar? Or slap bass in some tunes out the back of his car? Just some ways to draw in the vibe of my tribe, these expressions of light within earshot or sight. Imprinting ascension on observers abound, who know not what they stumbled upon here and found. Just a wandering traveler from Texas, California, taking breadcrumbs from God on this pavement he found. Attachment detached, having faith in these dreams. They came 5 in succession, awaiting fulfilling you. The first with intentions of business inventions, with sacred alignment, releasing earth from confinement. The second of healing, erasing all of these ceilings, where your essence is needed for African healing. The third an adventure, with scarlet indentures, breaking black magic slim from mafia sin. The fourth of the black light, giving this blind man some sight. His handshake was firm, but what fear had been earned? The fifth a conclusion of travel's delusion, and by Christmas time divine will be mine. It's been a long time coming, 40 years I've been running. Into freedom's embrace, it's not a parent's disgrace. They wanted grandchildren, the request I denied them. As that notion of devotion seemed to taint my devotion. Too youthful at heart to play parental hearts, but maybe adoption could be a good option. I've since changed my stance to give it a chance. God needs my intention for the world to advance. As I break these chains, 5 years of my time, the world will be worth it for only divine.
Let's hear it again for Carlos!
I don't know. Y'all hear everything okay?
No.
No?
What?
Or I can hear the vocals.
Can't hear the vocals.
I mean, I can hear them now.
Okay, because there's no music.
Almost as if there's someone working.
Quieter poet.
This yeah. I mean, like quiet punk. You want quiet punk? Soft punk. Soft punk.
I'll admit.
All right. We're going to welcome the next poet to the stage. But before we welcome them, I'm going to read a bio about them so you get to know them intimately before they're up here. Ben Wartzel has been writing poetry since elementary school and feels passionately about its importance to society. He has independently printed and distributed 2 collections of work, 2021's Poems for the City and this year's Becoming What I Become. In his writing, he attempts to mimic the creative processes, human, natural, and divine. Please welcome to the stage, Ben Wartzel!
Alright, first one's called Gross. The most gentle sleep I ever seen. Ghouls and guys on porches. Good as shadow spirits on the wall. This ain't no snow I ever seen. This ain't the wind I know. I like to be the figure in the window, just as much as the shuffling feet on midnight streets. Searching for the last glimmers of serotonin before the sun comes up and we are forced to go to sleep. Look at how slowly it falls, and it leaves no trace. Look at how slowly it falls. It leaves no trace. Here I come, creaking down the hall, disappearing with no trace into the wall. Be sure that you will see me tomorrow, just outside the reach of your call. Look at how slowly it falls. No trace. Look at how slowly it falls, and it leaves no trace. Alright. It is early afternoon on what has been a beautiful summer day. The moon and sun feel closer to me than you. I think of how married people with big noses must have discussed it with their partner at least once. We discuss things like life. Now I think of what comes after. The moon and sun feel closer to me now than your love. I huff the slow destruction of the body and the marvel of its form, and the fumes come right through my pores, taking my soul and evaporating in sweat that drips on Dior-stained lips. Next song. Switch it up. Let's go. announcement, there's a merch table back there. We got stickers of the band and stuff. I've got some copies of this book available. It's like $5 though. But check that out at some point. It's practically free. I know. Look at us now, men of science and power. Yes, we make measurements, but we say that is all it is. I ask, what is happening right now in a distant star? You laugh and you say the star is already dead. Well, what if I say that we are already dead too? In a park in front of me, women walk dog and a man does squats in sunglasses. The further away from me the light is coming, the further behind it in time I am. Well, I am a poet, and I know differently. I know our energies are bound up in the same space-time. I know me as a star will die at the same moment. I forgot what I was doing, writing poetry for no one to read. I forgot what I was doing, writing with folk music during a war. That's how Hemingway wrote, minus the folk music. Writing, right? I write for art. It's comforting to know I'm not the only one to ever think there was something fishy going on between the East and the West. Coens and carry-ons, protons, shots, 100 million light miles between resting points, whatever that means. And for whatever it's worth, art is not science or religion. It is science and religion, and a little bit extra that manifests as addiction, depression, mania, and whatever else. The brain is just a middleman, a meeting point for all the worlds, the ways of existence. The body is the brain, and the body is the water and air, but the hair is not the body. If you know an electron, you know everything, and if you know nothing, you are an electron. Enough, enough, cried the child, and children always know. Me and Dom do bumps off the key, like we've seen people do in movies. I write like I need to, because I do. Right, 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 right. Love is funny because one girl texted me XOXO and one sent a heart emoji. I just use emojis because I believe a picture can play for 1,000 words. What's in a word? A word by any other word, well, maybe not. I write poetry because I tell people I'm a poet, and I tell people I'm a poet because I write poetry. Simple as that. By Christ our Lord, the shepherd and lamb. Jesus, do I ever smoke a lot of cigarettes in the summer? In the name of our Father, I just can't stop sucking them down. How funny that our souls decided to fashion some lungs and a throat for themselves. Truly, it must be a testament to how great the feeling of a freshly born Newport short is, and how unknowably grand was our maker. Woo! This one goes out to Roost Chris Steakhouse. Put up the Roost Chris. The broiler, wide and heavy and hot. Blackened racks spanning tinfoil lace. The meat, seats medium heat. A plate got so hot it cracked in half silently. And underneath all that car part lies human and smelling of paint. The sun twinkles out between the pillars of a budding office building. Howling, Texas rushes by in the dust. I'm not sure what it was that made us to us. That's it. Yeah, that's all I got. Thank you.
Let's hear it again for Ben! Hey everybody, what is this? If you say here, and we will pour it out to them.
There's
So,
also
yeah,
Venmo.
there's also a Venmo.
Yeah, black market translation.
Black market translation, in case you want to Venmo the Venmos with the Venmoing. So,
Yeah.
Can I ask for the artist literal hearts to be in that?
Kalima. Ladies and gentlemen, this next poet coming to the stage, Theodora Thomas, is a silly. Can I say that word? As a trans mask presenting individual.
I didn't write the bios, I swear.
All right, I'm gonna say it because that's what's written. Theodora Thomas is a silly bitch. She is a certified interspiritual interfaith spiritual advisor, certified spiritual advisor supervisor, workshop facilitator, and ecstatic dance facilitator. She received her Master of Arts in Spiritual Formation and Soul Care from Denver Seminary, an institution with whom she shares next to no views. She has served as an interfaith minister at People House Denver, a hospice chaplain, and a hospital chaplain. Her poetry has been published in Midnight Texts to Her Friends, as well as in Presence, an international journal of spiritual companionship, and Listen, a seeker's resource for spiritual direction. Creatively, she's all over the place, dabbling in theater, performance art, dance, music, and horny gay religious poetry. Her poetry collection, OMFG, Poems About Queer Sex, God, and Queer Sex with God, will be out soon. Follow her on Instagram at Theodora Thomas Poetry to be notified when it does. She lives in Northeast Denver with her spouse and their biological son, who is a cat. Welcome to the stage, Theodora Thomas!
I'm here in my little outfit, and I have some content warnings for you. If your idea of a fun Saturday night does not involve discussing sexual violence and emotional abuse, feel free to sit this one out. There is a romantic comedy poem in the mix as a chaser, so it'll be a nice fluid mixed bag. But we're gonna start real angry.
All right.
We could have had real love. That's why you yelled at me. And I told aforementioned promised romantic comedy chaser. Regarding your request that I tell you what good things you encourage in me and my reasoning for building a life with you. Note, this list is by no means exhaustive. I wake up in church in our home every morning. You remind me that Christ is in the mirror and the takeout window. The Virgin Mary covers the Sacred Heart that glows as deeply as yours. Our nap dates are just excuses for me to curl up in its warm light. You remind me of how to drink of another but not drink it dry. How to get drunk on a flight, not guzzle a keg. I love that I want to tell you you're the only thing I need. And I love that you know that isn't true. They believe that my body is mine, and for that, I want you to. You bring out my weird like a zoologist introducing a tiger to the wild, sweetly singing, "You can come out now," every time you speak. You know the joy of making do with what's in the kitchen, and that's really sexy. Furthermore, you're so fucking sexy. Hope is carved on your soul and tattooed on your wrist. I've been scared to swoon to death because last time I did, I died. But last time I didn't see myself dying beside her. My literal and metaphorical gut is on board. I'll repeat this list as needed. And now back to emotional abuse. This one's like medium well.
We did Chris's steakhouse before.
See his steak. I'm so sorry. I'm about to be so annoying right now. Another therapist told me you're a narcissist today. Another article described you and a narcissist at the same time today. Another textbook illustration of the family of a narcissist matched our family portrait today. You were my plus one to another party while you were 1,766 miles away today. You reminded me to have personality again. I stuttered when I tried to obey again. I panicked when your ghost checked her watch again. Said my silence was drab again. Said my sound was garish again. I promised I'd never try again. Your husband told me I'm overreacting again. Your daughter told me I'm overreacting again. My mind told me I'm overreacting again. Oh, everybody's labeled a narcissist these days told me I'm overreacting again. You showed a pervasive pattern of grandiosity, need for affirmation, and lack of empathy again. You showed a grandiose sense of self-importance, for example, exaggerating achievements and talents, expecting to be recognized as superior without commensurate achievements again. You had a preoccupation with fantasies of unlimited success, power, brilliance, beauty, or ideal love again. You showed a belief that you are special and unique and willing to be understood by or to associate with other high-status people or institutions again. You required excessive admiration again. You showed a sense of entitlement, for example, unreasonable expectations of especially favorable treatment or automatic compliance with your expectations again. You were interpersonally exploitive again. You, for example, took advantage of others to achieve your own ends again. You lacked empathy or were unwilling to identify with the feelings and needs of others again. You were envious of others or believed that others were envious of you again. You showed arrogant, haughty behaviors or attitude again. Tomorrow, I'll probably wake up and doubt again. Ooh, got a little sip-sap. Okay. Sounds like medium well again. Okay, so don't hate me. I drunk texted God again last night. I didn't say I miss you because you can't miss someone who never left. She said it's cute when I'm mad. I said it's weird when you're nice. We caught up for a bit. I said, come over. She asked why I made her in my own image. I said I was just returning the favor. I asked when she started loving us. She said before we even walked upright. I asked what she liked best about it all. She said the way you take it in. I asked if she ever stopped to look. She said, yeah, but I'm running out of material. I said, couldn't you make more? And laughed, 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 and until we remembered why we broke up. She said it was good catching up with you. I said, you too. She said, don't be a stranger. I said, and got some water. The autumn equinox marked the first of spring. The earth courted yellow, my eyes swollen green. The sun shivers, diagnosed. I shivered, fertilized. Come sow a row of seeds, my dear, for harvest has arrived. The vernal equinox marked the last of spring. The yield wasn't stores enough. The tiller turns to sheep. New shoots mock my withered look. Maybe knowledge is a prize, but I do it all again, my dear. I'd rather be happy than wise.
Let's hear it again for Theodore Thomas. And let's welcome to the stage your originally intended host, Kenny Wong. God damn. Sorry I'm late, y'all. I had to do some shit at work. They wouldn't let me go early. It's quite unfortunate. So, funny story. I know. I did not hit all the things with the features on it, so we're kind of, you know. Yeah, you still got the page up? Because, I'm technically didn't get the official goods, so we're gonna have some fun with it. he has it. How does he have it? No, you don't have